can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Captain Billy J here, and welcome to Captain Billy J Travels. I apologize for I see some of this green screen thing going on. I was trying to set it up correctly. I have not. I was in a rush. I was trying to move my studio to somewhere different, and that failed me. So let me just make a couple changes to the video. Welcome in. It's Saturday. Hope your Saturday is going good. My college football team is winning, so can't complain too much about that. And let's see, just trying to get the setting right. Maybe about there. Still got some stuff on it. That's all right. It's not going to be perfect. Hold on. Let me try something else. Nope, that's not going too far. That's way too far. You got to see me, and that's green screen. Right about there. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for coming in. So today, we're going to talk about back-to-back cruising. Because why? Because the captain has a back-to-back cruise. His first back-to-back cruise coming up. And so we're going to talk about, would you book a back-to-back cruise? So feel free to answer the poll question in the chat. Do you want to book a cruise? Or would you? Yes. No, you're not interested. Or you've already been on a back-to-back, or are you undecided? Let me know in the poll in the chat. And if you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and click that bell notification to be notified of when I go live like this or post a new video. I've been slacking on videos. I've been busy doing other things, entering sweepstakes, winning prizes, and I haven't had time to do too much YouTube stuff. But wanted to do this today's live to talk about the first leg of the back-to-back cruise we're going on. Next week, we're going to talk about the non-group cruise that's happening, and we'll talk about that next week. And we'll talk about where we're going and so the people that are going on there. It's going to be a good time. So I'll do that next Saturday, because in 2 weeks, we'll be heading to Fort Lauderdale, Miami. It's travel day. So in 2 weeks. So speaking of 2 weeks, I get to check in online tonight at 11 p.m. Central Time or 12 a.m. Eastern Time, because I'll be able to check in for the first leg of our cruise, our back-to-back cruise. So I'm excited to do that later tonight. And then in a week, we'll get to do it all over again. We'll get to check in for the non-group cruise. So anyways, thank you guys for coming in. Let's go ahead and we'll welcome in the chat. We'll talk about back-to-back cruising. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know in the chat, too, if you want to do it or not. And then I will show you some pictures of the ship we're going on and some of its features. And we'll talk about the itinerary coming up for me. All right. So let's go ahead and go into the chat. Very first person in is my first mate, Meg. Ahoy, Captain Billy J Travels. Diet Mountain Dew right here. And pizza rolls at the ready. Thank you, first mate, Meg. Following up first mate, Meg, is Sharon from Cruising Scene. Ahoy there, Cruising. Ahoy there, Sharon. Good to have you here. And apologize, my computer's running just a little slow. Dewey is in here. Welcome aboard, Dewey. He's going to be our chauffeur from Fort Lauderdale down to Miami. So thank you, Dewey. And he's also going on the non-group cruise with us. So can't wait to sail with Dewey again. Permission to come aboard is granted as well, because I need a ride. I need to ride from Fort Lauderdale to Miami. A Muncie channel is here. Welcome aboard. Good to have you here. Let's see. Alma with Life is Good Today. Woo! Is here. Hello, Alma. We've been talking off and on Marco Polo. Marco Polo has been awesome for this non-group cruise. They also have Life is Good Today Marco Polo group. So check out that if you're on Marco Polo and you like cruising. Let's see. Cruising Koozies is here. Welcome aboard, Cruising Koozies. Good to have you here. Sup. Let's see. Shoot, you're going on a back-to-back? Yeah, who knew? Who knew I was going on a back-to-back? That's Mike and Lindsay from Nebraska. So those people are. Let's see. Scrolling through the chat, make sure I don't miss anybody. Ryan Donahue is here. Welcome aboard, Ryan. Good to have you. He's going on the non, as well as Cruising Koozies are going on the non as well. So a lot of people going on the non in here. Sore on phone. Oh no, hope you're not too sore on the phone. If only someone will talk about the non, it'll be the first time. Yeah, no, yeah, nobody's talking about the non. Nope, nope, doesn't happen at all. This is the number one. This is the number one stop destination for the non. So no other channel. No. Alma says I have planned two back to backs. The first, COVID happened. The second, I ended up getting a kid. I'm scared to plan another. Yeah, well, that happens, I guess. Speaking of COVID, Captain got his COVID shot yesterday. My arm right here is sore. And the day before that, I got a flu shot. So, in the same arm. So, my arm is pretty sore. I'm supposed to push the lawnmower today, but not happening. Maybe tomorrow. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Kuzi says our side by side in January is Independence of the Seas. Royal Caribbean. 4 days, then 7 days on the horizon. Oh, Carnival. Hopefully the Royals will be in time. Yeah, hopefully it will be. That's the problem with doing a side by side, is hopefully you have no ship problems, because that could just mess everything up. So, hope the best for you. That's a good thing. That's a pro tip about a back to back, because it's the same ship, so you could be on the same ship. Of course, you could have ship problems too, and your second sailing may not go, depending if there's an issue with the ship. Kurt from CME Traveling is here. Welcome aboard, Kurt and Marsha. She's in the background listening. Thank you for coming in. I've been missing their morning shows. I have to go in the office now, so I can't be on the YouTube in the mornings. I'm stuck in the office building, so unfortunately, I've been missing their morning shows. Nightbot is here. Thank you, Nightbot, for coming in. Do make sure you do hit the thumbs up button, as Nightbot says. Also, if you put in hashtag creator, Nightbot should drop in the link to your channel if you are a creator. So feel free to put in hashtag creator. Pizza rolls are definitely awesome. Yes, they are definitely awesome. Munchy channel. My comments are coming up kind of slow. Let's see. Oh, Just Dave is here. Welcome aboard, Just Dave. Good to have you here. He's our fellow meteorologist. I think he's part of the Space Force. But good to have Dave here. Let's see. Lynn the Okie is here. Hello, Lynn the Okie. Welcome aboard. Good to have you here. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. 8 days, my bad. 8 days. Oh, you do 4 days and then 8 days. Yeah. Yeah, I've been on the Carnival Horizon for 8 days. So, ABC Islands, awesome. Yeah, I haven't been to the ABC Islands. I want to. Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. So yeah, that's awesome. Only thing better than the cruise is a back-to-back cruise. Yes, and I am looking forward to this. That is for sure. Nautical Nurse Nancy, or Naughty Nurse Nancy, is here. Welcome aboard. Hello. How you doing? Don't you know? Anyways, what leg of the cruise are we talking about today? The first leg. Next Saturday is the second leg, and the third leg we're saving for after dark. So yeah. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Sir Gary of the Beaches is here. Welcome aboard, Sir Gary. He's going to be a dancing fool on the non. He's also going on the non. So is Nancy. Nancy's going on the non. Awesome. Let's see. Creators seem to be transitioning from retail content to cruising, says Munchie Channel. Awesome. That's cool. Welcome aboard to the cruising community. Let's see. Nightbots dropping in stuff. Nightbots needs to be toned down a little bit. I love watching Gary dance. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Nancy. Not sure about that. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about back-to-back cruising. So, again, if you're make sure you do enter the poll. I don't know if I can see my poll on this one. I may have to go. I can't see my poll. Oh no. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I'm going to share some tips about back-to-back cruising and some information about it. Ocean Travel is here. Howdy, Captain Billy and everyone in chat. I am on my phone, so I can't tag anyone. Here is a blanket hello. Well, hello. Good to have you here. Creator and shenanigator. That is for sure, Nancy. That is for sure. And Paul's here. I miss Paul. Hello, Paul. Welcome aboard, Paul. Good to have you here. I'm not liking this new video thing. I might have to go back to StreamYard. Not a fan of this. What happened to your poll, Billy? You don't want to know, Nancy. Lost it in an accident. Yeah, yeah, it happens. All right, let's go ahead and talk about back-to-back cruising. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And I apologize because I was kind of late getting this going because I was trying to change my setup a little differently. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay, well, give me a minute here. And then I've got to share. And then I've got to change that. Nope, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. You got to be able to see the screen. Oh, well, let's see. Maybe that'll work. Okay. I don't like that. One moment. I should have more options, but it's not giving me any more options. I want to make it so you guys can see a little bit of me and then not so much of the rest of the thing. All right. Well, I think we're gonna have to go with. We'll go with this. Maybe I could switch it. Nope, that didn't work either. Oh, there we go. Okay, this works. All right, so back-to-back cruising. So what exactly is back-to-back cruising? Well, back-to-back cruising is when two or more consecutive cruises are usually booked on the same cruise ship. And this is Ellie's travel tips, and she's talking about that. How do you find back-to-back cruises? Well, you just look on the cruise line websites, and you just find an itinerary that ends on a specific day, and then you find another the ship that ends on that day, and then you just book another cruise the same day that you get off the ship. So pretty easy to do. Some people do side by sides, which is a different ship that you get on. So there's that. How do I plan a back to back cruise? Well, check the itineraries. As I said, make sure you check the ship and make sure you see how many days the ship goes and stuff like that. You also want to check your staterooms and see if you want the same room, like we're booked the same stateroom, or you may want to get something different. Maybe you have an interior room on the first cruise, and maybe you got a better deal for a balcony or something on the second cruise. So you can feel free to change rooms. You don't have to stay in the same room. Uh, I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Yeah, travel insurance. You would want that for both of your cruises. One will not cover one insurance for one cruise will not cover both of them. So you have to have separate travel insurance. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Here's some frequently asked questions. Can I stay in the same stateroom for back-to-back cruises? Yes, you can if you get it booked right, and you can go to like a travel agent, or you can do it on your own. But you have to let the cruise line know you're doing a back-to-back. We'll have to complete the muster drill for all back-to-back cruises. Yes, you do have to complete the muster drill for both cruises, so can't get out of that. Can I go into port in between cruises? Yes. Now this one I didn't know because I don't hear anybody that does it. So let's say you're on the back-to-back, and ours is Miami. So when you come back from the first cruise, you don't have to stay on the ship. Like they'll walk you off and they'll walk you back on, and you can stay on the ship. Or you could leave the ship once you get your new card, and you could go explore Miami, and then just get back on the ship before it leaves. It's kind of like a port of call. But there really aren't any shore excursions or anything like that. But you just kind of wander on your own. We're not doing that though. We're going to be staying on the ship. But I guess that's a thing you could do. But I don't hear anybody talking about it that does that. So we'll have to board with the regular guests in between cruises. No, many cruise lines acknowledge the presence of back-to-back cruisers, and therefore will have a separate line for these guests, which will go a lot faster than a normal boarding line. We'll have to get a new key card for each cruise. Yes, you do. And do I have to get off between cruises? It depends. And we'll talk about what Carnival says with that. And then there's special discounts for consecutive cruises. If I do not get the same room for different segments, when will I be allowed into my room? Well, that depends because you have to have your luggage moved to your other room, and your other room may not be ready. So there's that. And then how do you find other people doing a back-to-back? Well, you either will find them in the Facebook group of your cruise and ask if everybody's going on back-to-back. Also, you'll see the people when you're doing the back-to-back. Well, they all congregate in an area before they get off the cruise. And how do I pack for a back-to-back cruise? I gotta read that because I haven't read that because I need help with packing. Anyway, so those are just some information there on back-to-back cruising. And let's go ahead and get caught up in the chat. I just wanted to read you guys some of that. Let's see, where did I leave off? And let me know in the chat if you have done a back-to-back. Let me know what ships did you go on, when did you go, stuff like that. We already talked about that. Hello, internet, it's working. Well, that's good. Adventures ahead. Good to have your internet working. Shocking. And Real Dead is here too. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my blessings. Welcome aboard, Josh and Michelle. They are the hosts of an event of the non-group cruise coming up. Yeah. Well, one of the hosts. Beach Please, Mike and Michelle are the other hosts. I can't believe you all. We all like you, don't you? What? You do? You like me? You really like me? No. Well, thanks. I think. Yeah, Real Dead is in the house talking about horror shows. Oh, horror shows. Speaking of horror shows, I've been watching the Saw movies. Josh got me interested in that because the new Saw movie came out. So I watched Saw 4 yesterday. I'll probably watch Saw 5 later tonight. Yeah, it's interesting. I still like the first one right now so far. Let's see. Yeah, glad you don't have a wrench. Yeah, glad he does not have a wrench. Let's see. How did you come up with your channel Real Dead? Who is Ellie? I don't know an Ellie. This is definitely some good information. That's good, Munchie Channel. We'll get some more information, and then we'll share some photos of our upcoming cruise. We'll talk about travel insurance, but never get. Yeah, see, I travel insurance probably a good idea. The captain has never had travel insurance. Been pretty lucky. Will we get travel insurance? Probably not, but we take that risk. But I have pretty good insurance with my work, and I've kind of looked into that a little bit, so we seem to be fine without it. But I do recommend it. Just I don't use it, but you're going to stay on the ship during your back-to-back? Yes. So we will be staying on the ship. We don't need to explore Miami. I'd rather have more ship time than in Miami. And also, we're staying, when we get off the non, we're staying an extra day in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, because flights got changed, and I have to stay another day. So, yeah, we have to go back home the next day on Monday. So, Billy took Ellie's. Oh, Ellie from the. Yeah, okay. Hey, I'm just reading. I'm just giving you some information. I did some research and then make sure I've given you some good information. I would have used the same information. He's frugal, but he can't afford it. I am frugal. That is for sure. Nancy says, I recommend that you don't go to the room where you wait at the end of the first leg. Go walk around the ship and wait till the last call for passengers to debark. Awesome. Good tip, Nancy. Yeah, I don't really want to be put up in a room for a long time. But I do know you have to wait. Yeah, you have to wait for all the other passengers to debark before you're able to get off the ship. So, yep. Oh, life is good today. Ronnie is here. Woo! He's going. Ronnie and I are going on the non as well too. So we've been conversing back and forth with them. You're bringing double laundry or just washing? Well, that's the thing. We are flying. We have never flown to a cruise before. We've always drove because we're right here in Pensacola. So 3 hours to New Orleans. We're 7 hours to Port Canaveral, 6 hours to Tampa, 1 hour to Mobile. But we're 10 hours from Miami. Now, for the BBD Rum Run group cruise, we drove, but we stopped one night in Orlando, and then we drove the rest of the way the next day. We decided not to drive because that's a very long drive. So we decided to fly. So we each have a checked bag for each of us. Normally we just share one checked bag. for a 7-day cruise. So now we each have a checked bag, and we won't have any carry-ons because we're doing Spirit Airlines. They charge for everything, but we'll get a personal item. So I think we're just gonna do like double laundry. We don't have we're not cruise, we're not platinum or diamond, so we don't get free laundry. So we're probably just gonna just bring extra clothes, and that's why I got 2 check bags for us. So because we also have to put in costumes for the costume contest because we're going on. These are Halloween cruises that we're going on, and some other things. So yeah, we'll have to figure out packing because we never packed for a back to back before. Let's see. We've done a back to back once on the Freedom and once on the Horizon. The Horizon was better for us. Awesome. Do you have any tips, Michelle or Josh, about that? And let us know. I know you like the Horizon over the Freedom. Oh yes, I have done one back to back on the Royals, Radiance of the Seas from Tampa. Awesome, Gary. And let us know any tips that you have as well too. No back to back for Meg. My boss would lose his mind if I was gone for more like 8 days. Yeah, I'll be down to like no time off after this cruise, and I had to add another uh, day of time off because of the flight changes. So I'll be using up a lot of time off, and I won't build it up again until January. Uh, it's funny how if you drop the comment, StreamYard still shows it. Well, this is not StreamYard. So this is EV Mux. And I don't like this streaming service. And I got it because it's supposed to be 1080p, which is cheaper than StreamYard because this is the free version because I'm frugal. And I'm not liking it. It's kind of slow. Plus, my laptop is kind of slow too. I need a new laptop. I need to win a new laptop. Sharon says, I would love to go on a back to back. That's awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Everyone's talking to each other. You are lucky till you ain't. We got a yearly travel insurance plan. That's very affordable. Yeah, I've thought about that. Maybe that's a thing to do. Billy J, what exactly do you do to go into an office? Well, I have to drive to the office building, which is about a 15-minute drive, and then I go into a secure building because I deal with mortgages, so I deal with people's private information, social security numbers, all that kind of stuff. So I pass background checks, so I'm good to go. So yeah, yeah, I have to go to the secure building, and then they don't like it when you're on your phone because you could be taking pictures of your screen and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I do for my regular job when I'm not on the sea captaining ships. There's an open Kmart in Miami. Yes, I heard about that Kmart. So I don't know. There's also down in where is it? St. Thomas, St. Martin. There's a Kmart there too. You're really planning good if you have a few trips planned. Have a fun for. Thank you, Sir Gary of the Beaches. That is not necessary. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, and we'll see you on the second leg, and hopefully you stay off my third leg, Gary. Let's see. Marsha is here. Welcome aboard, Marsha. Kurt was in here earlier. Welcome aboard, beautiful Marsha. Again, I apologize for not making your morning shows, but work is driving me nuts, making me work. Do you send laundry out or do your own? If I had, I mean, I could do laundry on my own if I could. I would do that. But I don't think there's any laundry things on Celebration, so you can't do your own laundry. Let's see. What are your costumes? Well, as a captain, I am Captain America. So I will be Captain America. I can't say what Seaman Danny's costume is. You'll find out on the ship unless he announces what it is. Nancy says I did back to back on Horizon. Love that ship. Awesome. Yeah, Josh is going to be Two-Face, and I'm going to be the Penguin, Danny DeVito style. And they were working on their costumes earlier today. You look like Max Headroom on this new format. Yeah, I guess my computer is kind of slow, and I have different screens pulled up. I know we can get a brand new MacBook Pro. Talk to Danny. Okay, awesome. I don't want a MacBook. Boo. Boo, Mac. Hit it big in the casino, especially on the Huff and Puff and more. Yes, I will be hitting the casino because both of these cruises are casino deals. And I'll talk about that a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, two Kmart's in St. Thomas, one in St. Croix. More Kmart's there than in the U.S. Yep. Is Billy going in drag? No, Billy is not going in drag. I love that you are Captain America, Billy. That's perfect. Thank you. I got the costume. It's all good to go. Is Danny going to? Yes, he is going to drag. So you'll find out about that. All right. I got caught up in the comments. Let's go ahead and I want to share my other screen and we'll talk about. 1 second. Share. The reasons why you should consider taking a back to back. And let's go ahead and pull that up. All right, so 8 reasons why you should consider taking back to back cruises. This is from travelawaits.com. And these are just some of their tips, which I agree with some of these tips. Number one, you can extend your vacation and enjoy days. And my computer is like frozen. I might be moving a little bit. I hope you guys can still hear me and see me. Second tip, earn cruise loyalty status. So basically, with this 2 cruises on the same stateroom. So there's a tip that you can do. You don't have to move your luggage. You just leave your luggage there, get off the ship, come back on the ship, and enjoy your next 7 days in the same room. Have the ship almost to yourself. Yeah, so the back-to-backers are one of the last people to get off the ship, and then they are the very first people to get on the ship before anybody else, before Platinum, before Diamond, before anybody else. So we'll have the ship to ourselves for a little bit, and I will welcome the non-group cruisers to my ship, the Carnival Celebration. 5, time to explore the port city. So this is where you could get off the ship and explore, like Miami, in my case, and you could do that if you have the time. And let's see what else another tip is. There's a pro tip. If you're not going to be board as soon as you're allowed to, make sure you're clear on the all board time and allow yourself plenty of cushion to avoid being late getting back. Yep. Experience more of the ship. So yeah, that's why I'm doing a back to back, because 7 days of Mardi Gras was just not enough time. So with this 14 days, we'll explore all of Carnival Celebration, and that would be great. Do more of nothing. Yeah, so the first week we could go to every show, and then the second week we could not go to any show and just lounge around or hang out, or vice versa. So, and last tip: optimize family or friend group travel. So we're not going to family or our personal friends, but we're going with our cruise friends. So, but yeah, there's that for families and stuff. Just wanted to share that. And let's remove that. All right. Let's go ahead and get caught up. So there's some just reasons for doing a back-to-back. No, Danny. No, not Danny from Grids Hall Family Vacay. He's not going on this cruise. My seaman, Danny, he's going with the cruise. He goes to all my cruises except for one. I've been on. I did one solo cruise. Of course, it's cheaper with airfare and hotel stay. Yep. 99 cents from Real Dead. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate the super chat. Not necessary, but thank you very much. Longer the pleasure, longer the fun, says Naughty, Nurse Nancy. Technical issues. We lost you. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, where'd you go? You're back. Yay. Yeah, my computer's slow. I apologize for that. We didn't do anything to the internet, promise. Awesome. So I was talking about 8 tips for back-to-back cruising. Um, Maybe I won't share the screen. Maybe I'll just talk about what Carnival says. Celebration does warrant a back-to-back experience for everything. Yes, with these Excel classes, definitely. Mardi Gras, Celebration, yeah, definitely need a lot of time on those ships. And the like Oasis class of Royal Caribbean need a lot of time to explore those ships. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to talk about Carnival and what they said about a back-to-back. Um, so here is Carnival's procedures I found on board. So, first cruise, you'll check in only for your first cruise in the usual manner. And then the debarkation procedure and second cruise check in. So, per Carnival, you will gather in a designated area on board the ship without your luggage, as advised by guest services. A guest service rep will escort all back to back guests off the ship as the last disembarking group. You will present yourself to the U.S. Customs Border and Protection officers located in the cruise terminal. You will be escorted back on board by the guest service rep and will check in for your second cruise or next cruise at the guest services desk. At this time, you will receive a new sail and sign card. The new card allows you to leave the ship while the ship is docked at the home port, much like a port of call. It talks about second cruise change of stateroom. If you needed to change staterooms, if you booked a different room, you will pack up your stuff in your luggage, and they will have one of the luggage service team members come and get your luggage, or it might be your stateroom attendant that will take your luggage to your new cabin. So there's that going on. They also talk about the alcohol beverage policy. So let's say you can bring in like 2 bottles of wine if you have 2 people in your room, 2 adults in your cabin. We can bring 4 bottles for the back to back, but what they do is they keep 2 of those bottles until your second cruise starts. Also, if you purchase any alcohol on board uh, during the first cruise, you don't get that alcohol until after the second cruise. So just because you bought it on the first cruise doesn't mean you get it at the end of the first cruise. You got to wait all the way until the end of your second cruise. So, and then also the duty free allowance. So they consider a back to back as one cruise. So you'll be paying duty free. Your allowance is only for one cruise instead of 2 cruises. So you got to be careful of what you buy on a back to back. And that's just some information that I found on the Carnival website because we will be going on Carnival. Let me get caught up in the chat. And then we'll share some photos. Hopefully, I won't freeze. Let me go ahead and close that window. Maybe that'll help me. Nightbot is so polite. Yes, Nightbot is polite at times. Monocle Nurse Nancy, thank you for the super chat. You are the most excellent Captain Billy J. Trouble. I love you, Billy. Ah, thank you, Nancy. Right back at you. Though I love me more. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Again, not necessary. SCT Ventures is here. My friend of me, Greg, is here. Welcome aboard. He's going on that other group cruise. Yeah. Not as good as the non. But he's got that booze cruise going on out of New Orleans at the end of the non. So, best part of back to back is seeing everyone with their luggage waiting to get off, but you are just walking around with nothing. Yes, that will be me. Can't wait for that. Let's see. We bought alcohol on the last day of the first cruise, and they will let you take it to your cabin. Really? Well, not according to Carnival's policy. I just read what Carnival's policy said, so. Maybe it just varies. So I'm curious if that hack still works. Doesn't look like it works because that's what the policy said. Let's see. Boo, says Greg. There's another group cruise. Yeah. What? We're the non-group cruise. Yeah, this will be the 9. Let's see. Magnificent Germany with Darian is here. Welcome aboard, Darian. Good to have you here. Been in Helen, Georgia with Darian. have not been on a cruise yet. So hopefully someday we'll get to sail with Darian. Go Gators! Last day on the first leg is awesome when you have back to back. Everyone is sad to leave, and you are like, we have another cruise. Yes. Let's see. All right, awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to share some photos. Hopefully, let's see if that works without me freezing too much. Bear with me a moment. And let's share. And put that over here. And then we've got to share. And then I've got to find the pictures. There we go. Share and share and share. All right. Hope you guys can see me up. Looks like I'm moving around. So we are going on Spirit Airlines. We're flying from Pensacola to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This will be on October 15th. Nope, sorry, October 14th. October 14th. It's a special day, 20-year anniversary. Yeah, so we'll be flying on Spirit Airlines. We'll be going to Fort Lauderdale. Dewey will be picking us up from the airport and taking us to our hotel. We're staying at the Hard Rock Hollywood Casino Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, for free because I got a free room. And we're not staying in the guitar, but we're staying in one of the hotel rooms overlooking the pool area. So, going to be awesome. Here's the casino part of the Hollywood, Florida. And Mike Jackson told me there was a fatal shooting last night at the casino, I guess, or something like that. I haven't seen the article, but then the next day will be the 15th. We'll head on. Dewey will take us over to the port of Miami. And then we will jump on the Carnival Celebration. So this will be the first cruise that we're going on. And we've been on the Mardi Gras before, and so this is the sister ship to Mardi Gras Celebration. And this is the Celebration leaving out of Miami. And then let me make sure you guys are still with me. Yeah, I'm using a different program next time. I do not like this. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Also would like to say with Darian, so many cruise family members to cruise with. Yes, we have a lot of people going on this cruise for the non. Let's see. Don't give up on the Spirit, Billy. Yeah, I'll try not to. Hopefully, the Spirit will get us to Fort Lauderdale back. I'm not happy with Spirit Airlines. They've changed the flights twice, and they forced me to use another day off at work. I'm not happy with Spirit. You got something free, Cap? I'm shocked. Yes, you should be shocked that I got something for free. Did you play that song, Spirit in the Sky? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never flown on Spirit before, so it'll be interesting. Which chances of my wife did a YouTube live stream from the Seminole Hard Rock Casino last year. It's an amazing casino. Yeah, we stayed at the Tampa Hard Rock, and that's a pretty nice casino. But yeah, cool. All right, so moving forward. So this is the Carnival Celebration. So that has 6 fun-filled zones. So it has the Celebration Central, the Gateway, 820 Biscayne, Summer Landing, Lido, and Ultimate Playground. And then here's some more information about those places. So Celebration Central has 1,400 color-changing lights, and that's like the main stage area. There's Summer Landing, which has the best barbecue ever, according to Lovey's Fat Life. Best barbecue ever. Those are words that came out of his mouth. It was. That's what came out of his mouth the other day on a live show. I mean, you couldn't hear him, but that's what he said. I can read lips. Anyways, so yeah, I got there also is the Heroes Lounge. 820 Biscayne has a bar 820. Has some other restaurants we'll talk about. There's the Gateway, which has drinks from 17 different countries. I will miss the Voodoo. Was it Voodoo Lounge or what's it called? Voodoo Bar. I will miss that because that was on the Mardi Gras and they don't have that on here. But I heard this bar is pretty good. There's a Lido, 7 tasty restaurants, 2 pools, a market, and a music stage. There's the Ultimate Playground, which has a Bolt roller coaster, which I do not recommend if you're tall to go on that. But that's a little bit information about the different zones on Carnival Celebration. Let's see. Heard the beans are good. Yes, the beans are good at the barbecue place. Billy, don't be taking the slots. We played Joker. Hey, I'll be on there first, so I'll be sitting at the slots you want. Alma is so ready for this cruise. I bet you are. I am too. All right. Moving forward, we got 20 minutes, 18 minutes left before we end. So this is Carnival. This is the Carnival Celebration Plaza area. So this is what it looks like during the day. It has open windows. You can look out to the sea. They're not really open too much, except in the mornings usually. But this is what it looks like during the day, and this is what it looks like at night when they have the screens pulled down and all lit up at night. So pretty cool. Here is the destinations bar. So normally on this side would have been Emeralds on the Mardi Gras, and on the other side would have been the Voodoo bar. Well, this is flipped. So now this bar is on this side, Latitudes, and on the other side is Emeralds. So it's flipped a little differently. They do have a show here. So these up on the ceiling, there's these panels, and they do different shows. And so yeah, looking forward to having some drinks at this bar. So there's the Emerald's Bistro. It's across the way. So it's a little different setup than what it is on the Mardi Gras. But that's Emerald's, and that's an a la carte restaurant. Up above Emerald's is the Alchemy Bar. So the Alchemy Bar is up above. It's kind of in a weird location because it's kind of a walkthrough. It's a tight walkthrough. I don't like this location of the Alchemy Bar. I wish they would have put it somewhere else, but this is where it's at. And then Summer Landing has a pool in the back. So this is the back of the Summer Landing area, and this is the pool back there. Let's see. Let me get caught up in the chat here. The craft distillery at Guy's Pig and Acre. Yep, they do have that. I don't know if my photos show that, but they do have that there. All right. Moving forward. So this is Guy's Pig and Anchor. This is Flavor Town. This is the restaurant area of that. Here's the bar area. And then in behind here, this is where they brew the craft beers in behind. So there's the bar. And then they also have outdoor. They have the Pig and Anchor outdoor free barbecue at lunch. So I never did that on Mardi Gras. I've done it on other ships, but I'll give it a try on Celebration. Also in Summer Landing is the Heroes Lounge. So this is open up, and they usually have like football games playing. Nice little area. But yeah, that's the Heroes Lounge. Here is 820 Biscayne. So here, a little different than Mardi Gras. This is Miami themed, where Mardi Gras was more whatever theme it was, Mardi Gras, New Orleans themed. So we have bar 820 here on the left. Kachina, you can't see, is off to the right. They have the pizza place. It's called Miami Slice here. The deli is right next to Pizza Slice, Deco Deli. And then they got Rudy's Sea Grill. We do not have Rudy's Sea Grill booked on either cruise, but I'm thinking of booking it on one of the cruises. So we're thinking about it. So I might just do that, just to give it a try. Even though we have some of the best fresh seafood here in Pensacola, Florida. All right, next. So this is the Lido area of the Carnival Celebration. And this is the pool area. And then in the distance, you'll see the Tiki Bar. That's a 2-story Tiki Bar. And then here's a little bit in depth of the Red Frog Tiki Bar. You can see the 2 levels they have there on the Lido. Kind of a small Lido area, at least for the pool size. It's kind of a weird layout. I wish they would have given this more room, maybe. But it is what it is. Then also up on top is the Ultimate Playground, So I mentioned about the Bolt roller coaster. I went on that in Mardi Gras, but it wasn't worth it to me. But give it a go. I mean, you could say that you've been on a roller coaster at sea. Not too many people can say that. And they have the ropes course, which I might do that. Sports court. They got waterworks, and they've got mini golf. And then here's a picture of the ultimate playground. So there's your boat roller coaster. There's a waterworks. There's a mini golf, all right in there. So pretty cool area. And then they have a Serenity deck. So this is the Serenity area on Carnival. And this is towards the back of the Serenity area. And then this Serenity area is kind of cool. They got a little pool area just for adults. And they got a sunken lounge area. And then on the opposite side of this photo is where there's the Fresh Creations salad bar where you can get fresh creations too. So pretty cool Serenity area. Also, we can't mention the celebration without talking about the Havana area. So this ship does have a Havana area. This is the pool or small hot tub, basically. It's kind of a pool. It's a really small pool. They did not do this area justice on the Excel classes. On other ships where the Havana is, they give it more room, but this one's kind of small. But that's the pool area. And then this is the Havana bar. So pretty cool Havana bar. Let's see. Get caught up in the chat. I heard Miami Slice is really good. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Carnival Pizza. I mean, I'll give it a go. It's good for like late night stuff to after you've had a few drinks. But hopefully, it's better than Mardi Gras. Remember to bring a real golf ball for mini golf. Yeah, those golf balls are kind of lightweight. That's for sure. And they do blow around quite a bit. So be careful. Don't get your balls blown around. All right. Next, this is Loft 19. So this is up on deck 19. This area, you do have to rent out the cabanas. You have to pay extra to be up here. So this is some of the cabana areas up here. But they have their own pool up here. Let's make sure your bathing suit stays on because people down below can look up into the pool because it's glass. So they have this pool area up on Loft 19. And then we got to talk about the food that's on Carnival Celebration. So one of the places is Big Chicken or Shaq's Big Chicken. I'm going to give this another go. I tried it on the Mardi Gras, and it was okay. But I'll try it again and see if I like it or not. I'd rather have Chick-fil-A or Popeyes, but that's all right. Also, there are street eats on the Excel class. So they do have this grill. They have this other place, and then they got the fries place. So, and these change every day. So they have different options available. And next to street eats is Seafood Shack, which I don't have a picture of, but that's right next to street eats. And I've not tried street eats, so we'll definitely try street eats. And that's a free food option, as well as Big Chicken. Another free one on the celebration for the first time you eat it on a cruise is chibang. So there's chibang. It's Chinese Mexican cuisine. I'm not a fan of it. We had the food was and then our service was horrible. They forgot my main entree the second night we ate there. So yeah, not a fan of chibang, but we'll give it another go and see if we like chibang. Richard Channel says we have a Shaq's Chicken in Dayton, Ohio, and it's really good. They don't have breakfast though. Oh yeah, Big Chicken does have breakfast on the ships. So chip bangs when she bangs. Yep, pretty much, Nancy. Let's see. Moving forward. So another option is she said I like the small portions of chibang. Yeah, they do have some smaller portions on there. Next place is Cucina del Capitano. This is probably one of my favorite places to eat at. I mean, who doesn't love Italian? So I love Italian, and we'll definitely eat here. We're trying a new place. We're trying the teppanyaki, bonsai teppanyaki. I mean, I've had hibachi before, where they grill it in front of you, put on a show and stuff, but I've never had it on the ship, so we'll try it for the first time. Bonsai teppanyaki. This is one you do have to pay for. Here is Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse, another pay option that you have to pay for unless you get a free one from the casino. But we will be trying this the first night of the non-group cruise. So we'll be eating with quite a few people in the steakhouse. Here is Rudy's Sea Grill. This is the one I'm thinking about adding. This is lots of seafood. You got different seafoodish plates there, decorated there, and I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. So we might just try Rudy's Sea Grill. Let's see. Nancy says, I'm looking forward to going to Cucina del Capitano and glad we have your time dining so we can eat earlier than last time. Yeah, we have booked your time dining too because that's the way to go on Excel class. And we love eating early. So whatever the earliest time is, we want to go there. That way the rest of the evening is free to do all the activities and stuff. That's why we like to go early. So when you do the assigned time or dining, then you eat late, and it's not always good. I like Mexican food, and my wife likes Chinese. Chibang sounds like our type of place. Yeah, give it a go. You might like it, and you can order from either menu. Very nice, says Darian. Let's see. We are doing the steakhouse on the first night. Awesome, Nancy. Cool. Yep, we'll be there too. Amethyst says Adventures is here. Welcome aboard, Amy. Good to have you here. Rudy's is great. We are eating there on that cruise, Billy. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to go on the first cruise or second cruise, but I'm thinking of booking it for sure. Isn't Cucina and Chibang on Celebration and free? Yes, they are free for the first time on the cruise. But if you want to go a second time on the same cruise, it's an $8 fee, which isn't too bad, but I'd probably pay that for Cucina, but I wouldn't do it for Chibang, but that's just me. All right, I get to these pictures because we're running out of time. Oh, of course, we could go a little longer, too. But anyways, Carnival Restaurant. This is one of the main dining rooms on the ship. Free, of course. And then the Festival Restaurant is the other main dining room. I will try to eat at one of these a couple times just to see, because they have the newer menus on there, and I like to try out their newer menus and see how that is. Gary says we are not eating at the steakhouse as early as Nancy is Billy. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll miss Nancy. She can have our sloppy seconds, right? Okay. This is Blue Iguana Cantina. This is tacos. This is up on the Lido deck. This is across from Street Eats and Seafood Shack. So that's a free option. Guy's Burger Joint is behind the Red Frog Tiki Bar on the second level. So check out Guy's. It's in a weird location. But you want your Guy's Burger. They still have this on the ship. Here's that pizza place, the Miami Slice. And right next to it's the deli, which I don't have a picture of, but we'll have to give the pizza a go. And then we'll get into my itinerary for the first leg of the cruise. Cucina is worth $20 easy. Yeah, and it's $8. It's even better. Tacos? Yes, tacos, First Mate Meg. Tacos, for sure. All right, so this is the first leg of our back-to-back cruise. So we're getting into Miami. October 15th is when we're leaving out of Miami. Then it's a fun day at sea, day number 2. And day number 3 will be Amber Cove, Dominican Republic. We have no excursions booked. Danny and I will probably just walk around the port area, be my guess. San Juan, Puerto Rico, my favorite port. I want to try Mofongo. So we're going to try Mofongo somewhere at a restaurant. Yeah, we're definitely going to try that this time in San Juan. Then we're going to a new island we've never been to before, St. Martin or St. Martin, however you want to pronounce it. We're going to check out Maho Beach. I want to see the planes flying overhead, and probably do a little exploration of the town, and maybe a tour. I'm not sure yet. We're still thinking about that. But St. Martin. And then a fun day at sea on day number 6 or 5, however you want to pronounce the days. And then a fun day at sea. So we get 2 fun days at the back of the cruise. And then we're back in Miami on October 22nd, which happens to be the day the non group cruise starts. So next week, I will talk about the non group cruise. And hold on, let me get my screen back up here. I don't want to stop. Oh, I got to stop sharing. Okay. Yeah. So next Saturday, I'll be talking about the non-group cruise. We'll talk about some of the people going on board, some of the events planned. We'll talk about Halloween stuff. So we got all that coming up next Saturday. Let's see. Let me get caught up in the chat, and we're about to wrap this up here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I apologize for the video quality, for it freezing. I blame it on this new streaming studio. I'm going to go back to StreamYard, and yeah, I need a new computer. Hopefully, I'll win a computer. Real Debt, Josh says we've ate at Kachina over 10 times on different ships, and it's always been great. Awesome. Yeah, we've ate it on Horizon, we ate it at Mardi Gras, we ate it, we'll eat it at Celebration. I haven't eaten other ships, though, because it costs money and I'm frugal. Costume reveal, perhaps? Yeah, I could do that. So I could reveal part of my costume. We could do that next Saturday. So stay tuned next Saturday for the reveal of my costume. And anybody that's on here that is on the non, I'll put out a link in the chat, and you guys can come on and you can talk about the non with me. We can do that too. So yeah. So if you got your next Saturday afternoon free, just pop in the chat and then be camera ready, and you can join the captain on screen, and we'll talk about the non. Let's see. Yes, laugh out loud. All right. Frugal. 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 Thank you guys for coming in. I don't know what I'm putting another vlog out. I had to change some stuff around. So my ending, there'll be different music on the ending of this live because I got a copyright claim because I no longer use what's the sound? Epidemic Sound. I use Epidemic Sound anymore. I'm just using the YouTube audio library. So I had to change that. So you'll hear a little bit different music at the end of the show today. And then I also have to change my intro video is fine as long as I put the royal claim thing out there. It's fine with that. But I just haven't had time to put any vlogs out. I want to try to get some Iowa ones out before I go on this cruise, this back to back. So maybe I'll get another vlog out if I work on it this weekend. But let's see. Last few comments before we leave. Great show, Captain. Thank you, First Mate Meg. Awesome. Says Munchy Channel. Yes, Sherry from Sherry Awesome Sunset's going live. She's kicking off the Saturday stroll. So head on over to Sherry Awesome Sunsets. She is also going on the non, Sherry, with her husband. So can't wait to see Sherry on a cruise as well and meet her because I've not met her in person. We own the vlogging rights on the non-villa. Yeah, right. I think Lovey would have some say about that. Pay all royalties to Real Dead. That ain't happening. No, over my dead body, that ain't happening. All right, you guys coming in. Do make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Appreciate it. Head on over to Sherry Awesome Sunset. She is going live. And we'll see you guys next Saturday as we talk about the non-group cruise. Because in 2 weeks, I'm going on the back-to-back. Oh, yeah, back-to-back, baby. All right, we'll see you guys later. All right, bye, everyone.